in organic social, and we'll in subsequent classes we'll do the social media calendar. You have to decide what content goes where, right? Like I said, now social media has become such a purpose driven marketing that you can't say that I will only put up posts which are about my product. So I'll just show you. So this is Doritos, right? Now Doritos is such a simple, FMCG product, right? There is like no two ways about it, that it just literally is selling, nachos chips. If you see the kind of campaigns it does, and this is a tie-up that it has with Airtel for some 2 GB data free. This was a user-generated content. So on social, a lot of these bigger guys, they do user-generated content, which says that send in your entries by tagging us, right? Then you will, whoever wins, you will put up a post saying that these are the winners, and you will give them something for it. Now, this, for example, right, was about Van Diesel. Now, all of these things, who is a person who decides what is a post that goes up on the page, or what is a post that has to be promoted? That is done at the social media calendar level, right? Now, all of these things are about the product, right? Where you're selling the product itself. However, let me show you this. This is Uber, right? First, they're talking about partnering to increase COVID. Now, Uber has nothing to do with COVID, right? It still is putting up a post about partnership with COVID. Then, see, this is about their same thing. They were launching this entire thing. See, all of its posts, right? They're not selling cabs. They're not saying drive our cabs, right? They literally, see, they're talking about sustainability. They're talking about everything which is other than the product itself. Now, this can only be done by a brand on social when the brand is so famous, or when the brand has hit a level where it does not need to say that Uber is a cab app, right? It does not need to today go and say that. That's why all of these other things that you see is because Uber today can take that step to being that. Doritos, unfortunately, cannot, right? Because Doritos is still not that famous, which means Doritos still in the center of every, sorry, where did that go? At the center of everything, they will still talk about their product, right? Because they're still at the product promotion stage. So the social media strategy is driven a huge level by the fact that where is the company in the company life cycle, right? Is it a new launch? Has a company been there for a long time? Is it literally like top of the industry? And basis that it gets decided. Now, Mercedes-Benz, for example, right? This is their page. You can see that there's a mix of products, there's a mix of offers, there's a mix of other posts also. They actually are at a level, and it's not like Mercedes is not famous enough, right? But it means that they're still on social media trying to build a brand image. They're trying to build a following, right? Which is why this entire thing is broken up into both product plus normal generic promotional content. So here also a lot of companies, what they do, if they have senior management which has been there for a long time, they have a lot of content which is about senior management, leadership tips, knowledge center. They try to use social as a medium to stand out in the in the entire market as a knowledge sharing house, right? As a knowledge sharing hub. So, while we go through the other sessions, on different platforms, you will see that especially on Twitter and LinkedIn, this is used a lot, right? You have companies which manage their own leadership profile pages. So you have, for example, Narayan Murthy's page, you will have an Infosys social media person who's actually handling his page. So it is not him who's handling his page, there's someone else who's handling. One of the biggest deviators from this is Anand Mahindra, because he manages his own page and he does it beautifully, right? He's one of the main people that people follow on social and in the out of the Indian leadership team. So this, however, you will have a lot of companies where the CEO's handle is managed by the social media person itself. Now here, one of the things that also happens is if you're active on social, right? A lot of people start tagging the CEO when they're complaining. So, if they have not got the product or like for example, Amazon delivery is not happening, people tag Jeff Bezos, right? So you have a lot of people who start tagging the person CEO's handle and writing complaints. what we do at this stage is, we had that online reputation management we spoke about, right? People actually will have, maybe the handle is managed by both the company and the person, but there is that handle actually goes to the online reputation management team, and they respond to people who tag the CEO, right? And that's a full-fledged job. I mean, literally, it's like a job that people hire for. And if that's something that you all are interested in, feel free to let me know, and maybe I'll give you more information on how that's actually done. Now, what companies also do is they use this as a medium for employer branding, which means that, they want employees to come and join them, because most of the people, in normal situation end up having one or two offers together, and, they go to the one which has a better brand image. So a lot of employer branding campaigns about events that happen in office, awards, all of that also get promoted through social.